What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Slackerz, bringing you guys the next matchup in the Everyone Is Here tournament. Man, we're only on match number 6. So if you haven't seen this before and you want to participate or just wondering what this is, allow me to explain it. I'll bring up the rules here in just a second. And of course, if you are new and you want to participate, you are more than welcome to. That is completely fine. So let's go ahead and throw the rules up on screen here real quick for you guys. So a couple very important rules to start things off. Keep in mind and always remember, this tournament, every matchup in the tournament is just for fun. Very simple. It's for fun. This is just a place where people are going to come and kind of support a character that they want to see as DLC in Smash Bros. And, after Sakurai said that the new DLC and they're going to try, or Smash is going to have the new DLC and they want to try to really just kind of have it more opportunities to please the fans. I think there's a lot of characters that are back on the table for discussion. So, spirits, assist trophies, whatever else there might be. There's a lot that's back on the table. So again, keep in mind it's just for fun. Don't take anything too seriously, but all for fun. One of the other most important rules: you only get one vote per person. And how do you vote? And what does the voting do? Well, the way to vote is simple. Down in the comments, you type who your answer or who your vote would be for in the day. So each day there's going to be a matchup on my channel, except for Sundays. And then I'll talk about the two characters, try to make a case why they might make some sense for Smash DLC, the new DLC. And then we vote down in the comments for your personal preference. They don't have to be more likely, but, just your personal preference. So today's matchup is Octolings taking on Krystal. So, we'll talk about that in just a second. But the rest of the rules, it's a double elimination tournament, meaning any character, they have to lose 2 times before being officially eliminated. If there's ever a tie in the voting, flip a coin on camera. It's the best and fairest way to break the tie. And then each matchup, voting-wise, will only last 1 week. That means, so today's Saturday. So we'll get the results of this matchup next Saturday. So you get it? The voting is only open for each individual match for just 1 week period. So, those are all the rules. So let's jump into the matchup for the day, shall we? All right. Octolings taking on Krystal. Interesting match. And again, big point for both these characters, their first party. So if Nintendo is really going for DLC, there's got to be a pretty decent chance that there could be first party, because let's face it, that's something that fans really do. They want to see. Not that we're against third-party characters by any means, but look, this is a Nintendo All-Star game, first of all, right? It's a Nintendo All-Star game that has guest characters from other companies, which, again, there's nothing wrong with. But as a company, Nintendo, when they have to go out and get these third-party characters, they got to spend money on the licensing, then you got to whatever else you need to do to get not just the character, but then you got to get music tracks, you got to get potential Mii outfits, you got to get potential other, just a whole bunch of things that will really come into consideration with each individual fighter pack. So if Nintendo is gonna pull from in-house, the characters and series that they own. So for example, Krystal from Star Fox. If they decide to put Krystal as a playable character, again, she's an assist trophy, but remember, tournament's just for fun. So if they decide to go with an assist trophy promotion and Krystal happens to get the nod, Nintendo will get all the profits. They might only have like a sample, like a set amount, a budget for each individual fighter pack that's coming out. And if it's a first party, that's just something a little less that they, I guess in a way it's money that they can kind of save. So you don't have to go through all this paperwork of getting, all the rights to all these characters, maybe background characters that appear on a stage if we do get a stage with a character, other music tracks that it just makes a lot of sense to have a first party character. And again, fans have been wanting first party characters. There's nothing, and as I've stated a few times already, there's nothing wrong with third party characters, but we don't mind seeing another first party character pop up here or there. If we get 1 or 2 throughout the however long the life cycle for Smash DLC happens to last. If we get a couple, I don't think anyone's really going to complain. Because there's still a ton of first-party characters that really are kind of Nintendo All-Stars in their own rights, and it's kind of like, how are they not playable at this point? So you got a whole bunch of characters you could choose from. Krystal makes pretty good sense. I mean, she's an assist trophy for a reason, so they must have looked at the character. She has done pretty well on fan polls for request characters that the fans want to see. She's done very well. She was one of the most fan favorite characters back in Brawl, around like the build up to Brawl. She was definitely very hyped up. A lot of people wanted to see her. And plus she's a female, another category that's kind of lacking a little bit for the roster, females. So boom, check that off the list right there. Just kind of helps with that as well. And I don't know, like, moveset wise, character wise, she does make a lot of sense, right? Moveset wise, she comes from Star Fox game where she has this staff that has all sorts of different powers. Fire, you can shoot fireballs. You got like ice, so you can freeze an opponent. We see that with her assist trophy. Got like a ground quake, so kind of like jumps up. Thunder outside, but she jumps up, slams down on the ground, causes like an earthquake, like a ground quake, like an energy kind of wave maybe goes across the ground, something like that. She can use the staff for like a rocket boost, so that could be like her up B or recovery move. Jump up, you can charge it, hold it, and obviously hold it to charge it, and the longer you charge it, the farther up you'll go. Something like that could be interesting. Of course, it's a staff, it's a weapon itself, so staff jabs, staff pokes, whatever it might be. You got all sorts of stuff with that. So Krystal, Star Fox, I think she just really makes sense. She's she's still very popular in Japan. I think at least the United States, again, I haven't looked up specific stats for Europe, so I'm not sure, but in the United States, she's kind of fallen down over the years, but still a character people do want to see, and I think that's kind of why she got the assist trophy treatment. Oh, that was a big lightning flash. But I think it's a character that people still want to see, and if this happens, a lot of people would still be... Is it really storming? It's not raining yet. It's going to. I don't know if you can hear that. It's crazy. But she just makes a lot of sense. Fans want to see her. And if that's what Nintendo's trying to go for, please the fans, she's got a chance. But let's talk about her opponent. Interesting one here. Octolings from the Splatoon universe. You can go two different routes. Moveset-wise, character-wise. You can do the simple copy-paste Echo Fighter formula for Octoling from, obviously, Inkling. You can simply do that. It would work. People would like it, plus more Splatoon designs, for characters, outfits. They're always trying to look hip, and they always got like these crazy outfits and everything. That would be perfect right there, right? Echo Fighter, easy, and you could even say if Echo Fighters are going to happen, maybe we get a couple free Echo Fighters, because Sakurai stated that they take a lot less time, obviously, because character model. Everything's the base. Everything is just ready-made. Moveset is there. You got, animations. You got all sorts of hitboxes. All sorts of things are just ready to go. So you get to save a lot of time. So maybe we get like some free Echo Fighters. Would be kind of cool. I think people would be down for that. Especially maybe there's people that can't buy individual fighter packs. Maybe they just don't have the money or whatever, whatever it might be. And, free Echo Fighter. Nobody's really going to turn that down, right? So, the other route, though, you can go completely unique for Octolings. If you've played Splatoon, any of the Splatoon games, 1 or 2, if you played either of them, you will know there are so many more weapons in the Splatoon universe that are not used in Inkling's moveset. Very simple. Like Splat Doolies, right? That's not an Inkling's moveset. Not that I can remember. I don't play Inkling too often. But like Splat Doolies, I think. Don't you have? Is there? I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. But I have a huge, not a huge list, but I got a list of a lot of Splatoon weapons that are not used. So give it to Octolings. Makes pretty decent sense to have its this character that's already in a universe from Nintendo that people like. People want to see more of it. It was one of the huge hits for the Nintendo Wii U. You know, the original Splatoon was. And Splatoon 2 came out very early in the Switch's life cycle. Did very well. That continued to get, like, DLC and updates for, like, what was it, over a year, I think it was? And fun stuff. It's a great game, great take on, you know, sort of like a shooter game, but it's not like a first person. If you played it, you know what I mean. But Octolings would be such a cool character. I think they make a bit more sense for the next game, though. Unless Sakurai or Nintendo comes out and says, now it's really raining. Oh yeah, now it's raining. But unless Sakurai and Nintendo comes out and says, all right, yeah, Echo Fighter, we're going to have a free downloadable character for you guys. You know, thank you for supporting Smash Bros. And something like, unless they come out with something like that, I don't think Octolings will happen this time around. Much better chance for the next Smash game. Whenever that does come out, like years from now, next Nintendo console. So, for me, I've always been a fan of Krystal. I always liked her potential moveset. Star Fox Adventures was one of my favorite games on the GameCube. Had many hours into that game. So, yeah, Krystal, she gets my vote in this matchup for the day. So, yeah, let me know who you guys got down in the comments. You're going to go with Octolings, or you're going to go with Krystal. Pretty simple. Or you're going to go with both, because, again, you can vote for both, but you only get one vote, so make it count. Anyway, that is going to be it for today. We're wrapping this up. Yeah, it's Saturday, so I guess we could do a little sneak peek for Monday, which will be matchup number 7. Yeah, number 7 right here. Lana from the Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors. You know, Lana, her. She's a character whose name gets thrown around a little bit here and there, so. But she has the unfortunate task of facing Sora from Kingdom Hearts. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I hope to... I have something specific I want to talk about with Sora, so we'll see what happens with that, as long as I remember to talk about it. Anyway, that'll be for Monday. Plus, we'll get the results finally. Finally get some results, and we'll get the results of Frank West taking on Pea Shooter. So, that should be fun. Anyway, that is going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. And hopefully catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.